Hello everyone, welcome to AKN Sprint Education. Myself Naveen, I am the maths mentor, and today's session let us go with the chapter number 3, polynomials, revision sums for the public examinations, right? See, they may ask questions like this: find the number of zeros from the graph. So this is the given graph. We need to find number of zeros from the graph. If you observe the first graph, the given graph which is intersecting x-axis at how many points? See, this graph is intersecting x-axis at this point, as well as this point, as well as this point, as well as this point. I mean, graph is intersecting x-axis at 4 different points. So, number of zeros from the given graph is, here number of zeros equal to 4, right? Now coming to second graph, you can see here in this graph which is intersecting x-axis at 2 points, 1 and 2. Therefore, number of zeros are how many? Therefore, number of zeros which is equal to 2, right? For example, they may ask question like this: see now, in this case, can you say me how many number of zeros? Can you find number of zeros from the given graph? If you observe this graph, is it intersecting x-axis at any point? This graph, which is a straight line actually, so which is parallel to x-axis, I mean which is not intersecting x-axis at any point. Therefore, number of zeros are how many? 0. There is no intersection point, hence number of zeros are 0 only. Okay, for example, you can see here if you observe this which is intersecting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is intersecting x-axis at 7 points. So number of zeros are 7. Okay, in this way they may ask question in public examination. Now coming to second one, check whether 2, minus 3 are zeros of the polynomial 6 minus x minus x square. So what is the given polynomial? Given polynomial p of x equal to 6 minus x minus x square. They are asking whether 2 and minus 3 are zeros of the polynomial or not. I mean, in place of x, if we substitute 2, when we substitute 2, if you get result is 0, then we say that 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. Case 1. Now coming to case 2, in place of x, if we substitute minus 3, if the result is 0, then we say that minus 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. Okay children? Okay, let me substitute 2 here. P of 2, I mean 6 minus in place of x 2 minus in place of x 2, I mean 2 square. So 6 minus 2, that is equal to 4, minus 2 square is nothing but 4. So as 4 minus 4, 0. I mean result is 0. Hence 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. Now coming to second case, we have minus 3. I mean p of minus 3, that is equal to 6 minus, as x value minus 3, bracket open, minus 3 minus x value minus 3, I mean minus 3 whole square, right? So 6 minus into minus plus minus 3 whole square is nothing but 9. So 6 plus 3, that is equal to 9 minus 9. So 9 minus 9, that is equal to 0. As in both the cases we got the result is 0. Therefore, hence 2 comma minus 3 are zeros of the polynomial 6 minus x minus x square. Okay, so they may ask question like this. One more question let us do now. Check whether the same method. Let us discuss one more problem. Check whether 2 and minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the polynomial 3x square minus 5x minus 2. Children, the same method problem. Let us discuss now. If you observe the question, this is a very, very important question. They will ask compulsory in examination. Our question is, question number 3. The same method. Check whether 2 and minus 1 by 3 are zeros of the polynomial 3x square minus 5x minus 2. Okay, same method. Consider the given polynomial as p of x given 3x square minus 5x minus 2. We need to check whether 2 and minus 1 by 3 are zeros of the polynomial or not. Okay, now in place of x substitute 2. Okay children, so 3 into, in place of x2 I mean 2 square minus 5 into, in place of x2 minus 2. Okay, so 3 into, as 2 square value 4 minus 5 2 are 10 minus 2. 3 into 4, 3 4 are 12 minus 10 minus 2. So 12 minus 10, that is equal to 2 minus 2. So 2 minus 2, which is equal to 0. Hence 2 is a zero of the polynomial 3x square minus 5x minus 2. Now coming to second one, that is p of minus 1 by 2. Sorry, p of minus 1 by 3. Second one, minus 1 by 3. In place of x, we need to substitute minus 1 by 3. Okay, so when we are substituting, be careful. So that is polynomial is 3x square, 3 into x value minus 1 by 3 whole square minus 5 into x value minus 1 by 3 minus 2. Okay children, now 3 into minus 1 whole square. If the power is square, I mean which is an even number, result is positive. Minus 1 whole square is nothing but plus 1. Square belongs to denominator. At the same time, 3 square 9. Is it clear children? Minus 1 whole square, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. 3 square, 3 into 3, 9. Now minus into minus plus 5 1 ja 5 divided by 3 minus 2. 3 table, 3 1 ja 3 3 ja. So 1 into 1, that is equal to 1 by 3 plus 5 by 3 minus 2. If you observe these two terms, as the denominator is same, retain its denominator as it is. 1 plus 5, that is equal to 6. We need to add its numerators. 1 to 5, that is equal to 6 minus 2. So 3 table, 3 1 ja 3 2 ja. I mean 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2, that is equal to 0. See, in both the cases, when we substitute in place of x2, we got result 0. When we substitute in place of x minus 1 by 3, result is 0. Hence, we can say that 2 and minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the polynomial 3x square minus 5x minus 2. Okay. One more question we will see, which whether root 2 and 2 are zeros of the polynomial x cube minus 2x. X cube minus 2x. Same method problem. So let us this problem. So given polynomial p of x equal to x cube minus 2x. So first let us substitute in place of x root 2. I mean p of root 2 equal to, in place of x we need to substitute root 2 whole cube minus 2 into, in place of x we need to substitute root 2. You know children, what is the meaning of root 2 whole cube? I mean root 2 into root 2 into root 2. So root 2 into root 2 whole square into root 2. Square root gets cancelled, that is 2 root 2. Children, what is the square root of 2 whole cube? Root 2 whole cube is nothing but 2 root 2 minus 2 into root 2, 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2, which is equal to what? 0. Hence we can say that root 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. Now coming to second one, that is equal to 2. Let us substitute in place of x 2, p of 2, that is 2 cube minus 2 into 2. If you observe here, 2 cube is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8 minus 2 to the 4. 8 minus 4, 4. Do we get result 0? No. Then we can say that 2 is not a 0 of the polynomial, not a 0 of the polynomial, not a 0 of the polynomial p of x. I hope you understood this topic. Check whether root 2 and minus root 2 or 2 and minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. Now let us go with another method. If p of x is equal to, x cube minus 3x square plus 2x minus 3 is a polynomial, then find p of 1. They'll ask you to, they'll ask questions like this. If p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 2x minus 3 is a polynomial, then find p of 1. Okay. So nothing but what to do in this case. This is an easy method. Simply in place of x we need to substitute 1. That's all. P of 1 we have to find out. In place of x substitute 1 cube minus 3 into, in place of x we need to substitute 1 square plus 2 into, in place of x 1 minus 3. As 1 cube, 1 into 1 which is equal to 1 minus 3 into 1 square, 1 into 1 that is equal to 1 plus 2 into 1 2 minus 3. Okay. Now if you see here 1 plus 2 that is equal to 3 minus 3 into 1 3 minus 3. So 3 minus 3 gets cancelled, which is equal to minus 3. Okay. They may ask you to find p of 1 plus p of 2. They may ask you to find p of 1 plus p of 2. So what to do? We have to find first of all p of 2. As already we found p of 1, now we have to find p of 2. Right? So in place of x substitute 2. That is 2 cube minus 3 into 2 square plus 2 into 2 minus 3. So 2 cube which is equal to 8 minus 3 into 2 square that is equal to 4 plus 2 into 2 4 minus 3. 8 minus 3 4 12 plus 4 minus 3. So 8 plus 4 12 minus 12 minus 3 plus 12 minus 12 gets cancelled. So answer is minus 3. But if you observe, they are asking to find P of 1 plus P of 2. In between we have plus sign. P of 1 plus P of 2. P of 1 is nothing but minus 3 plus P of 2 is nothing but minus 3. So minus 3 plus minus 3, that is equal to minus 6. Okay children. So these are the questions they may ask in examination. Okay. Now let us see one more method. They will ask, verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients, zeros and coefficient of the polynomial x square minus 4. Verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient of the quadratic polynomial x square minus 4. Okay. So let us solve now how to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. So first of all, we have to find the zeros of the polynomial. Then we need to verify relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Okay. Let us consider one more polynomial. First let us do with this polynomial p of x equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Then we will go with x square minus 4. Let me explain clearly. We have to find out first of all zeros of the polynomial. Okay. So to find the zeros of the polynomial, let us go with the factorization method. Okay. If you want to find the zeros of the polynomial, given polynomial is equal to 0. Given polynomial is equal to 0. What is our polynomial? We are considering the polynomial as x square plus 5x plus 6. So, right? So x square plus 5x plus 6, which is equal to 0. So here the constant is 6. Let us find the factors of 6. 6 is nothing but 2 3 is 6. When we multiply these two numbers, we must get the constant value, 2 into 3 6. At the same time, if you add 2 to 3, we must get the middle term. Okay children. So first of all, write down x square as it is. As this 5x, I can write as 2x plus 3x plus 6 equal to 0. And from these two terms, I can take x as common. X into x, x square plus x into 2, 2x plus, and from these two terms I can take 3 as common. 3 into x, 3x plus 3 into 2, 6, which is equal to 0. Okay. Now from these two terms, here x plus 2 as common. I can take x plus 2 as common. Now I have here x plus 3, which is equal to 0. So one time x plus 2 equal to 0. And the second time x plus 3 equal to 0. So plus 2 you transpose, it will become minus 2. Plus 3 you transpose, it will become minus 3. So actually, which is a quadratic polynomial, we will get two zeros. We call it as first zero, we call it as alpha, which is equal to minus 2. and this is our second 0. We call it as beta, which is equal to minus 3. So they are the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. Now our condition is verify relationship between zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. So what is our polynomial? Our polynomial is p of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6, which is a quadratic polynomial. As we know that general form of the quadratic polynomial is, which is ax square plus bx plus c. That is the standard form of the quadratic polynomial. Here a is coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is a. Here b is coefficient of x is b, and here c is called constant. So our topic is relationship between zeros and coefficient, right? Here x square coefficient is called a, x coefficient is called as b, and c is called constant. When we compare the given polynomial with the standard form of the quadratic polynomial, here what is the coefficient of x square? Here nothing but 1, right? So here x square coefficient a, that is equal to 1, and x coefficient b, that is equal to 5, and constant is 6. So they are the coefficients. These are called zeros and they are called coefficient. Now we have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Okay, we have the first relationship, that is called sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros. What is sum of the zeros? Relationship is alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. What is the first relationship? Sum of the zeros. That is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Children, what is our alpha? Our alpha value is minus 2 plus our beta value is minus 3. That is equal to minus, what is the value of b? B value is 5 by, what is the value of a? A value is 1. Minus 2 plus minus 3, that is equal to minus 5. Minus 5 by 1 equal to minus 5. See, when we add two zeros, we got minus 5. And when we verified using coefficient also, we got minus 5. So that is our first relationship, sum of the zeros. This is the very, very important problem. The second one is product of the zeros. Product of the zeros, that is alpha beta equal to c by a. What is the second relationship? Alpha beta equal to c by a. What is alpha? As alpha value minus 2 into beta value minus 3 equal to, what is our c value? C value 6 divided by a value 1. Minus into minus plus 2 3 are 6, which is equal to 6. So this is our second relationship, that is product of the zeros. When we multiply two zeros, we got 6, and we verified by using coefficients also we got 6. So that is our relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Okay, so let us go with second one more polynomial that we consider as p of x is equal to x square minus 4. Okay, let us clearly understand what is zeros and coefficients. Okay, let us consider one more polynomial, p of x is equal to x square minus 4. The same method, if you want to find zeros of the polynomial, given polynomial is equal to 0, that we have studied in class 9 only. So p of x is equal to 0. As the polynomial is x square minus 4 equal to 0, right? So x square minus 4, if you transpose, it will become plus 4. So x is equal to root over 4. What is the square root of 4? Which is nothing but plus or minus 2. Square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. I mean one root is x is equal to 2 and other root is x is equal to minus 2. Is it clear? Now we got two roots. One is 2 and other one is minus 2. So this we call it as alpha and the second root we call it as beta. So these are the two roots. Now let us verify sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. If you observe the given polynomial, p of x is equal to x square minus 4. Here we have x square term and we have constant term. Here x coefficient is absent, right? So here nothing in the sense I can write as 0 into x. Yes or no, children? Here we have x square coefficient and then it should be x coefficient. But there is no x coefficient at all here. Directly we have constant term. So nothing in the sense I can write as 0 into x. 0 into something 0, we can, as per our convenience, we can write like that. Okay. Now if I compare the given polynomial with the standard form of the quadratic polynomial, p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So our a value here nothing in the sense 1, our b value is 0 and the constant term is minus 4. Is it clear, children? A value 1, b value 0, c value minus 4. Okay. Now let us verify relationship between zeros and coefficients. So first relationship is alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, as alpha value 2 plus beta value minus 2 equal to minus b by a, minus 0 by a value what? 1. You know what is 2 minus 2? Plus 2 minus 2 gets cancelled 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. 0 by something 0. See, both the cases we got the same result. That is our first relationship, sum of the zeros. Now coming to second relationship, that is product of the zeros. Alpha beta. Alpha beta equal to c by a. Alpha value 2 into beta value minus 2 is equal to c value minus 4 divided by a value 1. 2 into minus 2, 2 2s are 4, minus 4 equal to minus 4. Hence we verified. In both the cases we got the same result. So this is one of the most important 4 mark question, that is verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Okay, now let us discuss one more topic. For what value of k minus 4 is a 0 of the polynomial, x square minus x minus 2k plus 2. So in this way also they may ask questions. Try to understand the question carefully. For what value of k? I mean we have to find the value of k. They said directly minus 4 is a 0 of the polynomial. Minus 4 is a 0 of the polynomial. I mean consider given polynomial as p of x equal to x square minus x minus of 2k plus 2. They said in the question itself minus 4 is a 0 of the polynomial. Minus 4 is a 0 of the polynomial. I mean p of minus 4 which is equal to 0. I mean in place of x we need to substitute 0. So minus 4 whole square minus 4 minus 2k plus 2 equal to 0. Right? So minus 4 whole square is nothing but minus 4 into minus 4, that is equal to plus 16. Minus into minus plus 4, minus into 2k minus 2k, minus into plus minus 2 equal to 0. Right? So 16 plus 4 20, 20 minus 2, that is 18. 18 minus 2k equal to 0. So minus 2k, if you transpose, it will become plus 2k. As 2 is multiplying here, transpose 18 by 2 which is equal to k. 2 table, 2 1 ja, 2 9 ja. Therefore, what is the value of k? Therefore, the value of k is 9. In this way also they ask questions. For what value of k, or for what value of p, or for what value of m, give minus 4 is the 0 of the polynomial, or 2 is the 0 of the polynomial, etc. and etc. Right? Now, let us go with the most important sums, that is graphs of the polynomial. Okay? Draw the graph of the polynomial p of x equal to x square plus 3x minus 4 and find its zeros from the graph, and find its zeros from the graph. See, these are the most important 8-mark questions in this year. Draw the graph of the polynomial p of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. So, what is the given polynomial? Given polynomial p of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. Let us consider given polynomial as, let y equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. Okay? If you want to represent in a graph, we need to find its coordinate. Actually, as we know that according to mathematical terminology, this board we consider as a plane. We have horizontal line and vertical line. It divides the given plane into 4 coordinates, right? Okay. So for that, if we want to plot the points on a graph, we need coordinates, that is x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, children? So this is our x. We have x square, and then we have 3x, and then we have minus 4. Right? Now, let us consider for each and every polynomial, you consider the values of x are minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Okay, for each and every whatever the polynomial it is given, you find, you take the values of x are minus 4 to 4, because almost whatever the problems they will give, it will be under the circumstances minus 4 and plus 4 only. Okay, by default you take all x values are from minus 4 to plus 4. No doubt at all, you will get the answer. Okay. Now coming to our first term x square. X square is nothing but minus 4 whole square. Minus 4 whole square. Right? What is minus 4 whole square? Minus 4 whole square is nothing but minus 4 into minus 4. I mean minus into minus plus 4 4 ja 16. So children, minus 4 whole square is nothing but what? Minus 4 whole square is nothing but 16. Then minus 3 whole square. Minus 3 into minus 3 plus 9. Then minus 2 whole square. Minus 2 whole square means plus 4. Then minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square is nothing but plus 1. Then x value 0. 0 square 0. Then x value 1. 1 square. 1 square is nothing but 1 only. Then x value 2. 2 square is nothing but 4. Then x value 3. 3 square is nothing but 9. Then x value 4. 4 square is nothing but 16. Is it clear? Minus 4 whole square 16. Minus 3 whole square 9. Minus 2 whole square 4. Minus 1 whole square 1. 0 square 0. 1 square 1. 2 square 4. 3 square 9. 4 square 16. Okay. Now coming to our second term, that is 3x. I mean 3 into minus 4. In place of x we have to substitute minus 4 children. 3 into minus 4 minus 12. 3 into minus 3 minus 9. 3 into minus 2 minus 6. 3 into minus 1 minus 3. 3 into 0 0. 3 into 1 3. 3 into 2 6. 3 into 3 9. 3 into 4 12. And what is the constant term here? As our constant term is minus 4 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 minus 4, because it is a constant. It does not change its value, right? Now, so these are our, we got 3 terms: x square term, 3x term and minus 4. In between we have operation plus and minus. So let us add these values so that we consider as y. So we should add only these 3 values, children. Don't add this minus 4 because we are considering as x value minus 4. Now if you see here, this is 16 minus 12. 16 minus 12 4. 4 minus 4, that is equal to 0. As when we substitute in place of x minus 4, what we got the value of y? 0. Therefore, our x coordinate and y coordinate are, x coordinate is minus 4 and y coordinate is 0. Minus 4 comma 0. Now coming to second one. 9 minus 9. 9 minus 9 0. 0 minus 4 minus 4. As when x value minus 3, what is the value of y? Y value is minus 4. Okay. Now coming to third term, plus 4 minus 4 gets cancelled. We have minus 6. We got minus 6. As x value is minus 2 and our y value is minus 6. Okay. Now coming to fourth term, minus 4 minus 3, same signs, we should add. 4 plus 3 7, minus 7. Minus 7 plus 1, which is equal to minus 6 when x value is minus 1 and then y value is minus 6. Okay. Now if you see here, 0 plus 0 0 minus 4 minus 4. When x is 0, y value is minus 4. When x is 0, y value minus 4. Now coming to 1, when x is equal to 1, 1 plus 3 4, 4 minus 4 0. When x is equal to 1, y value is 0. Now coming to 2, see here, plus 4 minus 4 gets cancelled, we have 6 here. When x is equal to 2, y value is 6. Now here 9 plus 9 18, 18 minus 4 14. I mean when x is equal to 3, y value is 14. Now 16 plus 12 28, 28 minus 4 24. So when x is equal to 4, y value is 24. Right? So these are our coordinates. So we need to plot these points on a graph paper so that we can find zeros from the graph. Okay children? So let us draw now the graph. Let me draw the graph. So this is our plane. This is our y-axis, y dash. This is our x-axis, x dash. Okay, intersection of x-axis and y-axis we call it as origin. So on x-axis what we will do, we will take 1 centimeter as 1 unit. 1 2 3 4. Towards left hand side, -1 -2 -3 -4. As we got the values of y are up to 14 24. So what I want to do, on y-axis let me take as 4 units. 1 centimeter, let me consider as 4 units. 8 12 16 20 24. 1 centimeter, let me consider as 4 units. And this is -4 -8 -12 -16 -20 and -24. Okay, so what is our scale? Our scale is, on x-axis we consider as 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. On y-axis we consider as 1 centimeter equal to 4 units. If you write scale, you will get off mark. Don't forget to write scale. Scale is important. What we are taking on x-axis and what we are taking on y-axis. Right? Now, so our first point is -4, 0. This -4 is on x-axis and 0 on y-axis. -4 on x-axis. Where is -4 on x-axis? Here is -4 on x-axis and our y coordinate is 0. I mean 0 means there only. This is our point -4, 0. Now second coordinate is -3, -4. And x-axis is -3. Where is -3? Here is -3 and on y-axis is -4. -4 means corresponding -4 is here. Take here -4. Here this is the point -3, -4. Next one is -2, -6. On x-axis -2 and on y-axis -6, which lies between -4 and -8. So corresponding value is, this is our point -2, -6. Okay. Next one is -1, -6. This is our -1 and and minus 6, here is minus 6, minus 1 comma minus 6, then 0 comma minus 4, 0 on x-axis 0, on y-axis minus 4, this is our 0 comma minus 4, and then 1 comma 0, on x-axis 1 and on y-axis 0, I mean there only. Next 2 comma 6, on x-axis 2 and on y-axis 6. 6 is lies between 4 and 8. This is our point 2 comma 6. Then 3 comma 14, on x-axis 3, on y-axis 14. This is our point 3 comma 14. The last one is 4 comma 24, on x-axis 4 and on y-axis is 24. So this is our point 4 comma 24. Okay. Now what we will do, let us join these points. If you observe the given graph, p of x equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. This is our graph of the polynomial p of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4, which is intersecting x-axis at 2 points. This is one point, that is minus 4, and this is the second point, that is 1. Right? They are the zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. Okay? So, I mean the given graph which is intersecting x-axis at these 2 points, they are the solutions, or we can also call as zeros of the polynomial. Also, they will ask you to verify the result they will ask. So, we have to do verification. At the same time, we have to do verification also. So what is our polynomial? A polynomial is x square plus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. We have splitting the middle term, or also we can call it a factorization. So constant is minus 4. What are the factors of 4? 4 1 are 4. But the middle term is here plus 3, right? Middle term is 3. Which is plus. So what I will do, this I can take as plus 4 and this is minus 1. If I multiply plus into minus, minus 4 1 are 4. If I add 4 to minus 1, I will get 3. So factors are 4 and minus 1. So x square plus 4x minus 1x minus 4 equal to 0. And from these two terms, I can take x as common. X into x, x square, x into 4, 4x. Now from these two terms, I can take minus 1 as common, minus 1 into x, minus into plus, minus, that is x plus 4 equal to 0. Now we have x plus 4 here. If I take x plus 4 as common, I will get x minus 1. So x plus 4 equal to 0. Second one, x minus 1 equal to 0. So plus 4 if you transpose, you will get minus 4. Minus 1 if you transpose, plus 1. See what we got the zeros? We got the zeros, minus 4 and 1. So don't forget to do verification. Verification is also important. So each and every step you will be having separate marks. If you write the graph scale, you will get half mark. Don't forget to write zeros. Don't forget to write zeros. If you write these zeros, you will get 1 mark. If you do this verification, you will get 1 mark. So totally this graph carries 8 marks. And that too, this is the most important question, damn sure question. Without this question, there is no question paper at all. So children, try to practice the graphs. Easily you will get 8 marks. So let us do one more graph so that you will understand how to do the graph easily. polynomial p of x is equal to, draw the graph of the polynomial p of x is equal to 3x square plus 2x minus 1. 3x square plus 2x minus 1. Okay. In before graph, coefficient of x square is only 1. But in this graph, we have x square coefficient is 3. The same way, let us consider given polynomial p of x as y. So consider the values of x. Let us take x value minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So first what we will do, let us find first x square value. Actually we have 3x square. First let us do x square. As we know that minus 4 square 16, minus 3 square 9, 2 square 4, 1 square 1, 0 square 0, 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16. Right? Now the first term is 3x square. 3x square. 3x square means 3 into 16. 3 into 16. 16 3s are 48. 3 into 9. 3 9s are 27. 3 into 4. 3 4s are 12. 3 into 1. 3 1s are 3. 3 into 0. 3 0 0. 3 into 1. 3. 3 into 4. 12. 3 into 9. 27. 3 into 16. 48. Okay. That is our value 3x square. Then we have to find 2x. 2x. 2 into x value minus 4. 2 4s are 8. 2 into minus 3. 6. 2 into minus 2. 4. 2 into minus 1. 2. 2 into 0. 0. 2 into 1. 2. 2 into 2. 4. 2 into 3. 6. 2 into 4. 8. Right? That is our 2x. Then what is our constant? Our constant is minus 1. Minus 1. Minus 1. Minus 1. Minus 1. Every time minus 1. Okay? Actually we need to add 3x square plus 2x minus 1. These three values we have to add. Right? That is our y value. So 48 minus 8, that is equal to 40. 48 minus 8, 40. 40 minus 1. So 40 minus 1, that is equal to 39. Okay. Then 27 minus 6, that is 21. 21 minus 1, that is equal to 20. 12 minus 4, 8. 8 minus 1, 7. 3 minus 2, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 0, nothing but minus 1. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 minus 1, 15. 27 plus 6, 33. 33 minus 1, 32. 48 plus 8, 56. 56 minus 1, 55. Those are our y values. Therefore, our coordinates are what? Minus 4, comma 39. Minus 3, comma 20. Minus 2, comma 7. Minus 1, comma 0. 0, comma minus 1. 1, comma 4. 2, comma 15. 3, comma 32. 4, comma 55. They are our coordinates. Right? Now, let us plot these points on a graph sheet. This is our x-axis, x dash, and this is our y-axis, y dash. So intersection of x-axis and y-axis we consider as origin. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay. Now let us plot the points. Now if you see on y-axis we have up to 55. So what we will do on y-axis, let us take 1 centimeter equal to 5 units. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. As well as below the 0, -5, -10, -15, -20, -25, -30, -35, -40, -45, -50, -55. So what we have taken? Our scale is on x-axis we took 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. On y-axis we took 1 centimeter equal to 5 units. On y-axis we took 1 centimeter equal to 5 units. So let us plot the points. Our first point is -4, 39. On x-axis -4, on y-axis 39. 39 means it lies between 35 and 39. This is our first point, -4, 39. Right? Now coming to second point, -3, 20. On x-axis -3, on y-axis 20. This is our point, -3, 20. Coming to third point, third coordinate on x-axis -2, on y-axis 7. On x-axis -2, on y-axis 7, somewhere here. Now coming to fourth coordinate, -1, 0. -1, 0. This is our -1, 0. Next one is 0, -1. 0 is here, -1 somewhere here. Right? Next one is 1, 4. On x-axis 1 centimeter and y-axis 4. This is our 1, 4. Next one is 2, 15. On x-axis 2 and on y-axis 15. This is 2, 15. Next 3, 32. On x-axis 3, on y-axis 32. This is 3, 32. This is 2, 15. Right? The next coordinate is 4, 55. On x-axis 4, on y-axis 55. 4, 55. Now let us join these points. See, this is the graph of the polynomial. P of x is equal to 3x square plus 2x minus 1. Okay, which is intersecting at these 2 points. This is one point and this is another point. Let us find the zeros of the polynomial by using verification. So our polynomial P of x equal to 3x square plus 2x minus 1. So given polynomial equal to 0. Right? Now if you observe here children, we need to find the zeros of the polynomial by using factorization. Here constant is -1 into coefficient of x square is 3. So -1 into 3, that is -3. So what are the factors of 3? 3 1s are 3. But we have here -3. When we multiply these two, we should get minus 3. And when we add this 3, we should get plus 2 here. Here middle term is plus 2. So what I want to do, I want to take plus 3 as well as minus 1. So 3x square minus 3 I can write as 2x, I can write as 3x minus 1x minus 1 equal to 0. Now from these two terms, I can take 3x as common. 3x into x, 3x square plus 3x into 1, 3x. Now from these two terms, I can take minus 1 as common. Minus 1 into x minus into plus minus x plus 1. Here also I have x plus 1 and here also I have x plus 1. If I take x plus 1 as common, I will get 3x minus 1. That is equal to 0. So one time you consider as x plus 1 equal to 0 and other time you consider as 3x minus 1 equal to 0. So plus 1 if you transpose minus 1 you transpose 3x equal to 1. Here 3 is multiplying. If you transpose towards right hand side, x is equal to 1 by 3. So what do you mean by 1 divided by 3? I mean 0.33 is a 9. 0.3. You see exactly which is intersected at minus 1 comma as 1 by 3 value what? 0.3. Somewhere here intersected. This is our second 0. So that is 0.3. So zeros are what? Minus 1 comma 1 by 3. They are the zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to 3x square plus 2x minus 1. As I told you, for scale you get half mark. If you write these zeros of the polynomial minus 1 comma 1 by 3, you will get 1 mark. And for this verification you will get 1 mark. If you draw the graph and represents the polynomial for finding plotting the points on the graph, for finding the coordinates, totally it carries 8 marks. So these are the most important questions that they may ask in public examination. So graphs are the most important problems which carries 8 marks. So in this today's session we have completed whole chapter revision. We have discussed about how to find zeros of the polynomial, zeros from the given graph. We have checked whether the 2 and minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the polynomial or not. And then we verify relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Also we find p of 1, p of 2. Also we have discussed about minus 4 is the zeros of the given polynomial, find the value of k. So lot of problems we have discussed. Once if you completely if you watch this video, the whole third chapter, that is polynomial, will be covered, right? So and you have to practice a lot on a graph paper so that you will get easily 8 marks. So don't forget to hit subscribe button and like it, share it with your friends, children. Thank you. Thanks a lot.